Hey guys, what is going on? It looks like Mr. Scott is ready with his running shoes on. Good evening and welcome into the show. We are Go Live Together, your morning team, but this is After Dark. What is in the cup, gentlemen?
I have no cup at this moment,
No cup.
so
Okay, well
no cup.
I got a long pour for everybody. Here we go.
Chug, 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 chug.
I'm good for now. There might be some chugging later on. Not sure. But yeah, good evening, everybody. Welcome into the replay. Thanks for coming back for the show. But I know this evening we have a special edition of Go Live Together After Dark. We got Mr. Scott on location on the Meraviglia. This time he is in the Yacht Club. And I know that he's been on the Meraviglia many times. And I know that throughout the show he's going to be sharing some differences of regular sailing on MSC versus Yacht Club. And so, gentlemen, how's it going? Eddie, how's the
No
weather?
nap today. I will tell you one thing. No nap today. So
Yeah.
I do have a headache, but I'm doing okay. That's why I'm drinking the coffee this late. It helps me move a little slower. I don't know. Very hyper this morning, and I might be hyper again real soon. So watch out.
Okay, well, that'll work. Scott, how's your caffeine level? What are we looking at this evening?
Oh, I'm
Well, yeah, I mean, like everything is good today. I mean, like we just spent the day, not doing a whole lot. It's our first sea day. We both had massages. We went for 80-minute massages at the spa. It was a really good massage, nice and relaxing. We came back, ordered a pizza, had a pizza delivered here to our cabin, and we just chilled until we went to dinner, and then came back from dinner and got ready for the show. So it's really just been a pretty typical sea day. Didn't really do much.
So instead of the toast being butter, this time you're butter. So you got that nice relaxed vibe going on. I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
Yacht Club will mold you into a different kind of cruiser, ladies and gentlemen. Wow.
Indeed.
Everybody that has came into the show, welcome in. Cruise Nuts first in the chat. Hello, everyone. We also got Eddie Lugo Studios in the house. Orange Cone Vlog, and I caught a piece of Sean's show with y'all, Eddie, and I know y'all was having some fun, and I have to say this before I display this one. Ready to be bald. As I understand, there is a challenge going out there to where people are going to be bald if a certain amount is reached on Helping Hands for Cruising. So, yeah, if you want to look like Slim Scotty over here, there's a donation goal that is supposed to be reached by midnight tonight. And if it happens, then we might have a whole lot more cruise tubers who might look like the mustard drill here in a little while.
Yeah, and even this here too. All this goes too.
All of that. Yeah. So
I never been shaven.
And Eddie says, Ross, I'll have hair back by the time we get back to Florida in December.
It grows fast. So.
Oh, okay. We got Emily in the house, and she has wine in her cup.
That's her problem.
No doubt. And we got Christopher Roskam back. Hello from England. It is 2 a.m. here.
Oi, very well.
Welcome in.
Thank you for popping into the live chat here.
And we got the knock hammer. Scott McNeil has came in the house. Good evening. And we got a donation of fresh fruit in the chat. Thank you so much for those pineapples, Scott. And the Bud Files have made it in. Hello.
Hey, buds.
All right. We are streaming on an iPad, gentlemen. I feel privileged. I really do. You can do things like this on an iPad. Yes, you can. Mike Arana's Adventures have made it in. Good evening. And thank you for that thumbs up. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hello, Elizabeth. How you
yes,
doing?
coming in for the Facebook side. Good evening.
Hola.
We
Yeah,
also-
I don't think she can get in on YouTube with her internet plan.
Well, at least to put her name here, I mean, most of the
Yeah.
time it's just like Facebook user. But yeah,
Yeah, right.
cool. Hey, Joe Hupp has made it in. Hello, good evening.
He's all the way on Australia.
Yep. Okay, it's all good, Mike. Thanks for dropping in anyway, and have a good evening.
Shalom.
Yeah, everybody is speaking to each other, and we are all caught up in the chat. So tell us all about it, Scott. What can people expect whenever they go on an MSC Yacht Club experience sailing?
Well, the first thing you can expect is, unless you're in an interior room, if you are in a yacht club interior room, you can expect the exact same interior room that you have anywhere else on the ship. However, as soon as you go up one level to a deluxe balcony suite, which is what I'm in right now, you can expect a room that is nearly double the size. And that's really kind of the difference between the room. The bathroom is a little bit bigger. It has a rain shower head versus just the standard shower head. But the service is really where Yacht Club shines. It's really kind of the the reason for Yacht Club, and the service is absolutely just incredible. I mean, I've been on a lot of cruises, and the crew always work very hard. I've never had a crew member not, be willing to do whatever it is I ask for them with a smile on their face. But in Yacht Club, it's just so much more. I mean, like, for instance, my wife goes up in the morning and orders, like coffee and a few pastries. They will not let her just get it, even though it's right there. They won't let her get it and bring it down. They get it. They tell her to return to her room. They show up a couple of minutes later. They bring it in. They put it down. Whenever we go anywhere outside of Yacht Club, we're escorted. So when we go to shows, we're taken right to the front of the line. When we go anywhere else, when we go off the ship, we're escorted all the way down, private elevator, all the way down to the to the gangway, and escorted off. Same thing back on, although there was one instance where we were not escorted back on, but you're supposed to be. So there's a special area out on the dock outside the ship, in whatever port you're in, that has Yacht Club. It has comfortable seating and shade and things like that. So it's really just service. I mean, really service above and beyond, and it's just absolutely incredible. And we're hooked.
Yeah, so you're really hooked because I know that you got an announcement, from what I understand, later on, a little later on in the show. We'll cover that. Scott Smith has made it in. Good evening, Eddie After Dark, and good evening, everyone else, too. Welcome into the show.
Thanks for popping in. Yes.
Yes. All righty. Well, as I understand it, you wanted to take us on a little walk around and show us some of the areas as well.
Yeah, so I'm gonna start here with need to flip my camera around here. So I'm gonna start here with the with my room. So we'll go there.
Ooh,
I know,
that
right?
looks familiar.
So yeah, so
know.
this is where I've been sitting here for the last couple of minutes here on the sofa. Of course, this is the balcony door. Now the balcony is not as deep or as it doesn't extend out any farther than a standard balcony does, but it is twice as wide. So it goes all the way down here and all the way over there. So it is twice as wide as a standard balcony. But of course, so desk, coffee table here. And what's cool about it is the coffee table is kind of recessed. So if you have anything in there, it won't slide off of the coffee table if the ship were to get a little rock and rolling. So in here, you normally get just standard drawers in this, but this one here, you get full width drawers in there, 3 of them, soft close. The phone's kind of cool in that the receiver is cordless. So, and you get this really cool menu. So for different services, but it's cordless. And then in here, standard refrigerator. However, and every MSC cruise, the mini bar is stocked. However, unless you have the drink package, you have to pay per item. However, in Yacht Club, everything is included, including this Toblerone bar and stuff. So it's pretty cool. And then you just tell your cabin, or you just tell your butler what you want, and they just stock it all up for you. And of course, as part of being in Yacht Club, you get to choose a bottle of liquor for to take home at the end of your cruise. From pretty much any liquor they sell on the ship. So of course, I chose a bottle of Absolut, so I got that absolutely free. Nice big TV. So, standard bed, lots of pillows. So one of the things I like about Yacht Club is every night when they come in to do your room, they leave you this, glass upside down on a Yacht Club coaster. They give you this bougie water and a chocolate. Of course, I have some chocolates in here so that I've been storing. So, but yeah, so pretty nice size. I made a joke when we first got on here that it's Eddie Lugo room. So,
Yeah.
so then over in here, normally this would just be the bathroom, in a normal cabin, but in here you have a little bit of, you have closet. So with different stuff in here, so you have double side closet, and then you got a closet here that's got the safe and stuff in it. So, and then in the bathroom here, a little bit bigger size bathroom than standard. Nice big shower. I mean, the shower is probably 3 times the size of a normal shower, and of course you've got a rain head as well as your regular head. So a little bit more space in here. Some cabinets down there. Still standard 2 shelves. Get magnifying mirror. So definitely some more space in here for sure. You get these really nice towels with the Yacht Club logo on them and stuff. So, yeah, very nice, very comfortable room. We haven't spent a lot of time in the room, so, but it's definitely the service, I think, is what I mean. It's nice to have a bigger room too, with some more space. It feels cramped, but I cruise by myself a lot, so I'm never too cramped in any size room. But the service here in Yacht Club is really, where it stands out. And then, of course, because my wife is with me, the heat isn't totally jacked. Like if it was me, it would be all the way up there at the top. So, of course, when I was just on Prima, that's where it was all the time. On the whole time I was on Prima, even when we were down in Honduras and stuff, I still had it cranked. So, And of course, with MSC, you get these do not disturb and make up room light buttons. And I have a Royal Caribbean card stuck in there.
Nice.
And then when I'm on Royal Caribbean, I put MSC cards in. So, okay, so I'm headed out we're on deck 15 on the Yacht Club. Yacht Club runs from deck 14 to 19. So on the forward part of the ship. So as you can see here, it's a standard, standard hallway, standard door.
The door, what was that?
I know, right? I was looking at all that.
I need vitamin C now. I like that.
Yep.
Relax. Don't do it when you want to come to it. Nice.
Love it.
All right.
So that's my wife. That's my wife does that. So
Yeah.
Yep.
So heading out here, again, this is just kind of like the common area of Yacht Club, like the stairway. I mean, there's not a whole lot to Yacht Club, right? It's just basically an exclusive. Now, I made a joke here, and I was like, oh, look, there's these Tag Heuer watches and stuff in here, right? I was like, oh, can you just come up here and like open the case and just help yourself to watches?
All right.
But no, of course not.
I'm surprised they don't have a card scanner. And they'll treat that like a watch vending machine.
Exactly right. So here is, here's out there is the other side, they call it here.
Oh, okay.
Yacht Club, they call it. Beyond these doors is the other side.
Oh my goodness.
So that's what they call it here. So I'm just going to head down here to 14. There's nothing on 14, just like there's nothing on 15. Excuse me. This is one of the butlers. How you doing tonight?
That's good.
So as you can see, there's nothing down here except for just common area with hallways to go to rooms. Hello. And then, of course, the other side.
Right.
So I'm losing an earpiece here. Hold on. So here we go. No, I did not find any pineapples here in the Yacht Club, thank God.
Right.
Not yet.
Of course, our own private elevator so we can get around in the Yacht Club without going to the other side. So up here on deck 16 is kind of the main deck or the center deck of Yacht Club. It's where the concierge desk is. There's always two concierges on duty at all time. Looks like they're, and of course butlers and stuff as well. So he's a butler, concierge. So whenever you need anything in Yacht Club, you come to the concierge. So if you want to make dinner reservations, show reservations, if you need escorts, anything else, this is where you come, and they're always standing by and ready to do whatever it is that you need them to do. So, and always with a smile. So, and then of course, with MSC, you set your onboard account up when you get on board. You can't set it up ahead of time like you do with other cruise lines. So there are these kiosks typically on the other side that, so she's being escorted to a show right now by the butler. So the butler was standing by here waiting for her, and she's being escorted to a show. So the kiosks are typically where guest services and stuff are on the other side. They have those here as well in the Yacht Club. And then again here, there's also a set of MSC's signature crystal staircases here in the Yacht Club as well. So here on deck 16, this is where the lounge is also. So we'll head on in there and check it out. I think there's some piano playing in there now, so shouldn't run into anything copyrighted. So this is where the lounge bar. Also, you get coffee here in the morning, and they always have food and light fare and stuff here. It looks like they just have a few desserts here now, some macarons and stuff like that. So, but it's a really nice place to just come and chill and relax. It's very nice. It's at the very front of the ship, and this entire front window is all glass. And when it's docked at Red Hook, you can look out and see Brooklyn, as well as Governor's Island and Battery Park in Manhattan. So it's really just a fantastic view, unparalleled in my opinion by any other area on Maravilla when it's in Brooklyn. So it's a decent sized lounge, especially given the space that we have and stuff. So we have a piano player here. Nice corner. So I sat over here in this corner at the beginning of the cruise and had a great conversation with my friend Keith from Cruising with Keith as we were sailing out of New York Harbor. So we have a couple dancing. So again, just a really nice, quiet space. As I've ventured out to the other side periodically throughout the cruise, it is astonishing at the contrast between how quiet everything is here in Yacht Club all the time and how, I don't want to be chaotic, I want to say how a cruise normally is, right? How a cruise normally is, but it's just so different. I mean, it's terrible to have to say it that way, but it really is just so very, very different than any other cruise I've ever been on, because I've never been in the Yacht Club. So here's deck 17. 18. This is deck 18 because there is no 17 on MSC ships. They're Italian cruise lines, and to the Italians, 17 is their 13, or our 13. So they are superstitious about 17, so they do not have it. So this is the Yacht Club restaurant in here. It's open for breakfast. These are the hours for lunch and dinner. And it's essentially, it's got its own menu. It's a completely different menu than what they have for in the main dining room on the other side. But in addition to this, what they will also do is the chef will literally make you almost anything off the menu. All you have to do is ask. They're more than happy to make you. My wife has ordered several items off the menu without any issue. So it was, really, they made it right away. I mean, they went and checked with the chef, but the chef was like, of course, and they made it right away, and that was the end of it. They brought it out, in a timely manner for her, and she was able to enjoy it. I think tonight she had modified. She asked him to modify one of the dishes that was on there with just like a bolognese sauce or something like that. But it was essentially a completely different dish. But yeah, they made it for her like right away. So it's really been just that much more. It's not just been a level of service. I mean, that, it's like a step up. It's more like 10 steps up, in my opinion. It really just has been just extraordinary. So this, again, just a little kind of space in here, nothing, there's some purses in here, I guess, just give you some ideas on what's available to purchase in the store.
No, you're paying for it.
So, but of course, you know, in Yacht Club, everything is included. There's nothing extra at all. So, you know, drinks, food, room service, everything, coffee, you know, and of course the coffee is made from these really, you know, elaborate, you know, machines and stuff like that. They'll make pretty much anything you want. I've been going over to the other side to get standard coffee and then coming over here and getting shots of espresso to put into the coffee. So this is deck 19, Babylon deck. So this is the Yacht Club pool deck. Appears to be all lit up. Now it's very windy out here because we're at the front of the ship. Of course, during the day, this is all filled with loungers and other types of seating and stuff like that. Of course, these seats here are fixed, so they are still here. They're very comfortable, nice thick cushions. There's just a ton of them up here. And then they always have a table here with these really nice, fluffy Yacht Club towels and stuff rolled up there. So this is the Yacht Club pool. Now, nobody has been in the pool except for today. I think today was the first time anybody was in the pool here. Otherwise, they've had it roped off just because the ocean has been so rough this entire cruise. So, again, just more seating over here. They normally just have loungers spread out all across here. I have some video from the day when it was all set up like that or whatever, that when I get back to my room, if there's time, I'll run that video so that everybody can see it. This is the most interesting thing. Now, I'm not going to go in there in the bathroom. This is the most interesting thing that I've seen about the bathrooms here in the public bathrooms here in Yacht Club. It's not necessarily unisex. So basically what happens is when you go on the other side of this door, there are two stalls on this side with the women's symbol on them and two stalls over here with the men's symbol on it. It's the craziest thing I ever seen in my life. So, yeah, it's kind of weird. And then, of course, these here are 3 cabanas. They are available on a first come, first served basis, obviously. So they, you know, they're okay. I mean, they just have loungers and they have a refrigerator, stuff like that. Now, what we did not know is we had this cabana our first sea day, and we were not aware that our butler knew that we had this cabana, and there was a cooler here, and he had stocked this cooler full of all kinds of stuff, beers and sodas and water and everything else, and I had no idea. And later on he came and said, did I not put the correct things for you in the cooler in your cabana? And we were like, huh? So he told us, he said, well, I stocked the cooler for you. And I was like, I said to him, I was like, you have to excuse me, I'm still new at this whole bougie thing. So I was like, so I apologize. And he just laughed about it or whatever, right? So, and then of course, when we were getting off the ship in Miami,
you getting milk?
Here was the most incredible thing, right? And you could absolutely tell how genuine our butlers, you could definitely tell how genuine he was when he said this to us. When we were getting off the ship in Miami, we asked him if there was anything that we could get him. And he said no. And we said, are you sure? You know, we really don't mind doing that. We really would appreciate the opportunity to be able to get whatever it is that you need for you and bring you back. And he looked at me and my wife and said, the only thing I need is for you to be happy. And I have never, I mean, and you could just tell he was so genuine when he said that. It was just incredible. So, and he's just been the best butler ever. So, yeah, so now here on the, well, you know, and his name is Dave, right? So,
hey, Scott, we got to beat Dave, man.
Yeah, if I see Dave, we will definitely meet Dave. But Dave is, Dave's got more people to take care of than just me. But there is a very good butler to guest ratio. So it's not like your butlers are really stretched thin. And of course, you get their phone number. And unlike the other side, now I would never do this ever unless it would have to be such an extreme circumstance. But you can literally, they tell you, please, even if it's 2:00 in the morning, call us, right? I'm never doing that. But anyway, so here's the Yacht Club bar. And then the Yacht Club has its own buffet, but it, of course, is only out during the lunchtime. They don't have a dinner buffet up. They only have lunch spread out through this area. And there are serving tongs in all of the things, but you are not allowed to serve yourself. They serve you. So you come by, you see what you want. They ask you what you want. They put it on the plate for you. And then you come over here. This whole area has tables during the day. You come over and sit down at your table, and then they come out over here and they bring your food over to you and set it down. It's always got really great things on it, like grilled shrimp and everything else. A lot of high-end items that you would never find in the standard buffet on the other side. So, and then, of course, speaking of the other side, you can see down here on the pool deck, these doors you can get in and out of. However, my card has not been working on one of these doors, so I have not been using this. But of course, down there is the standard pool deck. And if you look at this space right across here, that is the gym. And then the area that's lit up right above it is the private Aria area that Aria and, of course, Yacht Club can get into. There's a big hot tub, like an infinity hot tub and stuff up there and everything. So I have not gone to that area, but maybe tomorrow. We still have one sea day tomorrow, so I may pop over there just for the opportunity to do it. So, but that is essentially Yacht Club on Marabila. I mean, I've basically shown you the entire Yacht Club. So it's not very big, but this area here is utilized a lot by all the guests here. And as you can see, this space is quite large, and there's tons and tons of seating. So, but it's just beautiful. And like I said, Yacht Club is really more about the privacy and the quietness and the service. The service above anything else is really why everybody is paying so much more for Yacht Club. So,
yep. And I wanted to welcome some more people that made it into the show this evening. Marjorie has made it in. Good evening. And also, I saw somebody else sneak up. And Cruising with Keith snuck in a while ago. Thank you so much for coming into the show.
Okay, we're headed out to the other side.
Oh, let's see.
Without an escort. So now here's one of the really great things about Yacht Club. As you can see up here, the elevator, they just have their standard numbers up there.
Mm-hmm.
But when I scan my card and call for the elevator, it gets priority on it.
And hey, Tammy's got a question for you in the chat. So when you go on the other cruise lines, you'll be quote unquote slumming it.
Yep.
Kinda. Yep. Kinda. Pretty much. Kinda. Yep. So now I may lose you when I go into the elevator. Hopefully it'll just all reconnect when it goes. When I get to where I'm going. But when I get on this elevator and I I'll scan my card again inside the elevator and push the floor I want to go to. So even though this is going down, this elevator should still come for me because it's the priority elevator. So see, that one came, but this one came then too. So then I'll come here and scan my card and then push deck 7. And then it'll say priority service up here as well.
And you know it's going straight to that deck right now. That's what Scott was explaining to us in one of the pre-shows, is that that elevator goes straight to where you need it to go. You know, you push that number and it's headed there. So, yeah, see, deck 7, boom, he's already there.
Yep, private elevator service. I love it. It's probably one of the greatest things about Yacht Club is I do not share an elevator with anybody anymore. So, and then of course, here is Maravilla's incredible, infamous LED ceiling.
Very nice.
So now many of you who attend our Friday Night Lives have seen a lot of these parts of the ship before on a few of the other run-throughs that I've done. And before I return to the Yacht Club, I cannot disappoint the audience or our viewers and leave out the infamous Casino Run. Dun, dun, dun.
Hey, your boy Jeremy's in the chat. He just made it in. Good evening. And yeah, you did not miss the Casino Run yet.
We are headed for the Casino Run right now. So this is the teppanyaki restaurant. So this is the sushi part of it out here, and then the teppanyaki is in there.
Nice.
So we did not go to the teppanyaki restaurant. We went to the steakhouse. I didn't really care for it too much. Tomorrow we are going to Ola, which is the Mexican restaurant, for lunch, and Ocean K, which is the seafood restaurant, for dinner. So this is the non-smoking casino out here. This used to be a lounge in here, and then they took it out and just stuck a bunch of machines in here for a non-smoking casino section. The first time I was on Maravilla, it was the lounge, and the second time I got on it, I think it might have still been the lounge. The third time, it was definitely the casino. So here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, I just love how you casually walk through the first one, but this one on the smoking side, you got to run through. That makes no sense.
Well, because it's really kind of still it's in a common area because there was a lounge out there, right?
Right.
So, uh-oh.
Get your bets going. Come on,
Yep.
let's go.
There it is.
Come on. I just got in the damn door, and there they are.
Yep.
Okay, here we go. This is Clock's favorite machine right here. So, oh look, it's spin the power wheel. Yes. No video. Okay. Yep, no video. Gotta get out of here. Look, he's trying to get me. Oh no. He's like, no video. I slipped through a machine. And now he's chasing me, saying hello. He had to run around that set of machines, though, to get back up at me and yell at me. And now I'm going out the door. That's a shame. And normally I make it all the way back to the carousel lounge, but this time I didn't. They caught me right away. And everybody witnessed it. Now I'm out of here. Sayonara. Ooh, here he comes still. I'll just have to flash my yacht club card at him, and he leaves me alone.
I don't know that that's a get out of jail free card, good sir.
It might be. It might be. We're pretty special people on this ship.
It's kind of like the 100.
And I don't have any money for bail.
I know, right?
Okay, so here are the infamous crystal staircases. This is the first level of the Galleria. So I guess on Royal Caribbean ships it would be called the Promenade, but on Maravilla they call it the Galleria.
Ah,
That is so
It's
nice.
absolutely one of the most beautiful parts of Maravilla. Of course, you will not find a ceiling like that or a space like this on the seaside, seascape, sea view glass. I can never remember which one it is, but you will not find that. So when that ship comes to Galveston and you sail it, you will not find a space like this on that ship. So.
I flipped through a machine, and now we.
Were they talking about you just now on that radio?
Probably.
I heard that.
But
too.
as soon as I make it in past the glass to the yacht club, I'll be safe. I just can't come out here anymore because they'll be looking for me.
Yep.
So this is the main theater. We'll be looking for a priority elevator again.
Wow.
No video in the casino. Did you guys know that? Did you know you weren't allowed to have video in the casino?
Mm.
yeah.
We gotta
I mean,
find a way. We gotta find a way to get you to do this with the pocket.
Oh my God! Somebody stole my elevator. I think another yacht club person or something.
Right.
Here we go. Now it's coming after me.
Mm. The lift is going up. Hey, and since we have your sister here and everything, and while you're going from floor to floor, I'm going to play some of our favorite clips from Paradise Beach here on this past cruise. Hang on, hold up, Scott. We gotta show off some of your dance moves.
Hold on 1 second here.
Back to safety.
Yep.
Just like that.
And it's so quiet. It's
Yep.
so quiet. It's so peaceful.
I know you can hear a pin drop.
It's so amazing
Oh, here.
compared to the other part of the ship. It literally is like a ship in a bottle.
Yep. All right, Tammy, here goes. In case you missed some of Scott's moves this week, here's some of our favorite clips of Scott full of sangria in Paradise Beach. And then, of course, there's this one. And then my personal favorite,
Right.
this is the most recent one. It was shot by Eddie, and I had to throw a little sauce on this one. So here goes.
This one is the best one, I swear to God.
That boy was getting down. Well,
See,
thank you.
that one is the absolute best one, right? So for sure.
He did the little turn and everything. And as we go through our footage, from this week, ladies and gentlemen, we will be bringing you some more. But just off the top, these are some of our favorites. Thank you, Scott, for that run through.
On this ship.
And I don't have any money for bail.
That's not on my end.
No.
All right. Okay.
That was a good mashup, though. I loved it.
All right. So before we go on any further, let me just run these clips really quick of this other area. So I want to show you the restaurant without anybody in it during the day.
That place looked like Hudson's with better chairs.
Yeah, it's really very nice, and of course, everybody is just very friendly and snooty at the same time, kind of. So, but it is what it is, I mean, it's appropriate for where you are, right?
Mhm.
So, and then of course, this is the lounge when we were still in New York. So, of course, you can see Brooklyn out there.
Oh, that's a nice view.
And yeah. And then,
Brooklyn, yo.
yep. And then, of course, right about there at the end of the water is the Brooklyn Bridge. And then there's Governor's Island. And behind it is the Battery. So, and then this is the pool deck during the day with all of the chairs set up. Of course, this is part of this footage was when I got profiled and accused of not being in Yacht Club and having snuck in. And I was asked to show this crew member my card to prove to him that I belonged in the Yacht Club, which I, of course, refused to do. And I made a big stink about it because I just didn't appreciate being profiled. And, but it is what it is. So you can see here, I think I'm going to head over here to the buffet area. Of course, you saw all this just a few moments ago live, but this is, of course, with all the tables set up. And that's the crew member right there off in the distance that ended up chasing me. If you could hear the audio of it, you would hear him saying, "Sir, sir, sir," like I was in a casino or something with a camera.
Mm-hmm.
But right there, you can see all like the grilled shrimp and stuff like that. Just really great food. The quality of it is really kind of a step up from what you would get everywhere else. So he sees me here. He thinks to himself for a moment. Then he thinks, "Oh, wait, I think he snuck in," and he starts chasing me.
Mm.
He chases me all the way over here to the other side, just past the cabanas here that I'm coming up on, before I stopped recording and really kind of lost it about it. I mean, I was pretty calm about it. I just said to him, why do you want to see my card? And he said, because sometimes people sneak in from the other side. And I said, so I don't look like I belong here. And he didn't say one way or the other, but in the end, I never showed anybody my card and he got the day off.
Mm.
So he didn't show up till the next day. Of course, you guys saw all this already. Now it's kind of dark up there. So of course you can see the cooler here. That we did not know. There's my wife bundled up reading a book. But of course we did not know the cooler was packed with goodies that Dave, our butler, put in there for us. Of course, you can see these chairs here. That space, if you recall just a few moments ago, that space is all empty right now. But during the day, and they put these rolled up towels, and of course, the rolled up towels would be a bigger deal to me if I hadn't just been on Prima, where they put up the roll up towels out in steerage, right? So it's kind of like I saw that and I thought, well, NCL does this for the people on the other side.
That's right.
So in itself, it's not that big of a deal, but so there you go. So there's Yacht Club on MSC Maravilla, and of course we are so hooked on Yacht Club now. We decided today to book a MSC cruise on the seashore in October, our standard normal October cruising that my wife and I do to commemorate both of our birthdays that are in October. And we decided to book this. Now, this one is a little bit of a special birthday for my wife because she's turning 50 this year. So it's a big deal for her and for us. So we decided to make it a little bit more special. And we booked this same type of cabin on the seashore in the Yacht Club. My only regret is I have to wait all the way to October to experience it again. So
Yep. And then like a week later, you're going to the Carnival Paradise, leaving Tampa, Florida, October 28, 2020.
On a 6-day cruise to Grand Cayman, Cozumel, and Key West.
Nope, Key West, Montego Bay, and
and Grand Cayman, man.
Yes.
Yeah,
not going to Paradise Beach, not anything except for a plane trip and your buddies.
Yep.
That's
looking
crazy.
forward to it.
I know that's right. Get on this cruise, ladies and gentlemen. The Carnival Paradise. It's nothing like what you just now saw, and you should not expect any of what you just now saw on this cruise.
But if anybody wants to join us, please get in touch with Bruce
at oceanoceantravel.com.
Booze Cruise
2.0 versus Bougie Cruise with Scott. Oh my Jesus. Hey, that Yacht Club is nice though. It really is.
Yacht Club is absolutely fantastic, absolutely worth the money. Well, let me back up, okay? Yacht Club can be very expensive. It can be, $10, $12, $13, $14,000, right? Now, obviously, we didn't pay anywhere near that, right? So, and of course, I wouldn't ever, right? But, in some, there's plenty of people who probably did, and it's within their means, but I would never pay that. But Yacht Club is also, can be also quite, reasonable. Especially if you book far in advance.
Jeremy says, I'll be on MSC in May in the Med. They added a day and a port stop in December, and they added another port stop 3 days ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. He had sent me a message about that. So he's on MSC Opera, I think. I wish my travel agent
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but here's the thing though. My wife was telling me she was doing some research on Yacht Club on Europe MSC cruises, and she kept saying to me, Yacht Club is so cheap in Europe, right? So, Jeremy, you could get your travel agent to look into that for you if you want.
Right. And Tammy says, so could you imagine Adam on that cruise?
Yeah, so Adam is my nephew. So
right.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, MSC Maravilla is an absolute beautiful ship. I'm never disappointed when I'm on this ship, whether I'm on the other side or now here in Yacht Club. I have been on Maravilla quite a few times though in the last year or so, and I just feel like I just feel like I just cannot sail Maravilla anymore, just for the sheer fact that, it's just getting to the point now where I'm just bored on this ship because the shows are the same and everything is the same, and I just, I will sail it again, but not for quite a while. So, and that's even if it's, taxes and fees only, I'm not sailing it. So.
Okay. Well, that'll work.
Makes a lot of sense.
It does. It does. Do you feel boxed in and like, you know what I mean? Like, do you feel like you want to stay over on Yacht Club side?
Yes.
Going
Like, I do not want to leave. And most people are like that's the attitude or the sentiment of pretty much everybody here in Yacht Club. We really do not want to leave Yacht Club. We don't have to leave Yacht Club to begin with. I mean, like, first of all, anything that, pretty much, like, now obviously you have to leave Yacht Club to go to the shows, right? But what's nice is that when you go to the show, your butler escorts you. You go straight to the head of the line. You're the first person in the theater. You get the best seat. So so you do have to go over there for that, and of course you have to leave Yacht Club to get off the ship in a port or whatever. But other than that, everything you could ever possibly want or need is here in Yacht Club, and if it's not, they will bring it to you. In fact, they are quite insistent that you allow them to bring it to you, and that you not try to do anything yourself. I mean, literally, they will not allow my wife to carry a little thing of coffee and a little plate with a donut on it down one flight of stairs, because they insist on bringing it down for her and bringing it in and putting it here on the desk. So, I mean, that's just the way it is. So you really, like I said, when you go over there, and then you come back into Yacht Club, it is almost like a sigh of relief when you cross through those doors. It's quiet, it's peaceful.
I heard it.
They pump this scent in through the air handling system that it just smells better, and I mean, it's like calming and soothing, and I drank the Kool-Aid, man. I'm hooked.
Bougie water and chocolate. That's
yes.
That's the deal, man.
That's what it is. Yep, bougie water and chocolate. I mean, and it's like, I mean, I'm telling you, right? Like, I'm a big fan. I drink a lot of water at home, lots of bottled water and stuff like that. This Aquapana that, they serve us like they're scooping it off the side of the ship. I mean, it's just incredible water. And we just have an unlimited supply of it over here in the Yacht Club, and I love it.
Dan, I have a question. So how will you ever go back?
Well, it's going to be tough. Okay. So like in 2 weeks, I'm on NCL break getaway, right? So obviously I'm not going to be in the Haven on that, which is the equivalent to Yacht Club on NCL. I'm not going to be in the Haven. I'm just going to be in a standard interior studio, a solo cabin, interior cabin. So I will kind of have access to the special solo lounge, right? So I did appreciate having access to that on Prima. It kind of felt a little bit like the Diamond Lounge when I'm on Royal Caribbean, because it was not everybody could get in there, and it was a more laid back space, and it was a special space for us, and they had all kinds of special things in there for us and stuff. So I will have that, and then of course we'll be on MSC Divina. And we are not able to upgrade to Yacht Club on that particular ship simply because of the price. It's over $10,000 for an 11-day cruise, and we are not paying that anyway, right? Never paying that. So we're not able to do that on Divina. So we will, of course, be in our standard cabin on Divina in April. And we're in a balcony on Celebrity Eclipse with Eddie and Alice in June. So again, we'll be just in the standard cabin. Not sure how, we definitely will probably miss it and be comparing it. And then looking forward to October when we get on the seashore and can get back in to the yacht club.
Yacht club. Yep. Tammy says, so when the guy chooses you, then will it be legit? Or chases you, then will it be legit?
Well, here's the thing, right? Like, most of the time they just walk after me and say, sir, 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 sir. This guy, he was like ready to he was ready to throw me, he was ready to grab hold of me and stuff like that. So there may not be too many more casino runs or whatever, because the Mustad Drill is not looking to get banned from any cruise ships.
That was close.
It was tonight.
Yep. And let's see. Christopher says, I think I was so lucky. Originally booked the second cheapest Inside Fantastica experience and was able to upgrade for around $950, $1,200 per person for 10 nights.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So here's what. So I'll give you a little bit of a secret that we did. So of course MSC is like any other line. They send you these upgrade emails, right? And and there's a minimum bid and and a range and everything else. So of course the minimum bid for this cabin that we're in, this balcony deluxe suite, the minimum bid for it was $2,000 a person. So it would have been an additional $4,000 if we had bid minimally and had been accepted. With Royal Caribbean, you bid and they either accept it or they don't. With MSC, they can counter, and they do often counter. And then, of course, you accept their counter or you don't. So the minimum bid was $22,000 something, like $2,050 or something like that, or whatever. So it would have been about $4,100 for us to upgrade from our yacht club interior to the cabin we're in right now. However, once you get on board, so if you book into a yacht club interior, then you get on board. And when you are taken into the yacht club, you go straight to the concierge desk and you ask them for an upgrade. And in most cases, they will tell you, we'll put your name down on a list. We'll figure everything out. You will be contacted within the hour. So then what will happen is within the hour, they will contact you and tell you if they're giving you the upgrade or not. And if they give you the upgrade, and in this case, instead of us paying $4,100 more for this room, we only paid $540.
Yep.
Which was a massive, massive savings.
Yep.
So now it's not always going to be a fixed cost of $540. Just in this particular instance, it was $540 for us to upgrade. And we weren't sure if we were going to do it right away. But then when the captain announced that we were missing our private island port as well as Port Canaveral, not that Port Canaveral was that important to us, the private island port was really important to us because we wanted to go to the yacht club part of Ocean Cay. I've not been to that part of it before, although I did sneak in one time or whatever, but I have not been to the yacht club area, while in yacht club. And of course we had a cabana in yacht club and everything else. And it was a real bummer that we missed that. So we decided, okay, since that we would do the upgrade, to kind of, boost our spirits a little bit about missing those two ports. So we did it and we did not regret it. And we've been extremely satisfied with this room and love that we did not pay $4,100 more for.
Right. Absolutely. Well, cool beans, man. Wow. This has been eye-opening to say the very least, especially with the crystal staircases in the yacht club experience also. And
yes.
A little spiral staircase that you guys enjoy for all of those levels. And the pool deck up there looks like it's as big as the observation lounge on the Prima. It goes all the way around the front of the ship.
Right. Yes, and it's very big. They have lots and lots of seating, and of course, nobody is ever fighting for seats up there. There's no towel hogs or any of that kind of stuff, right? No chair
Right.
hogs, stuff like that. Everything is just quiet and peaceful and serene, and of course, they're constantly coming to you, asking if you want anything, and bringing it directly to you. It's just really an incredible experience. And it's a shame we have to wait till October to experience it again, but at least we have that opportunity. I know. Again, me, I've always say these are first world problems, people,
Yes, they are.
and I am the first person to admit that. So please do not throw me any shade, because I am freely acknowledging here how absolutely ridiculous I sound. So
Yep. But can you sound that way with your pinky up? I mean,
Yes.
have you
wait
to that segment yet?
wait, hold on a second here. I got
goodness.
I got something here for you. Yeah, I gotta get the bougie water here first.
Bougie water with the chocolate. Yeah, there we go.
Yep. So this I drink one of these. My cabin steward, as you saw in the beginning of the live, he leaves us one of these on the side of our bed, and it's of course ice cold.
Right.
And then he of course has them stocked in the refrigerator as well for us. So
That'll work.
Yep.
Wow. So that is how the other side gets down.
I'm telling you, when we first got here, I was just like, yeah. But after a week, yeah. And we still have one more amazing day to experience it. But I tell you, after a week,
It grows on you.
I honestly am not sure how we will go back. I mean, I think it will be painful for us to go back. I'm sure we'll get over it, right? Because a cruise, I always tell my wife, the worst cruise experience, the worst ship, the worst everything cruise is still better than your best day at home.
Yep.
So,
and you can quote him. Well, thank you everybody who has come in, and we got a violin in chat here for you. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming in and enjoying this special edition. I really, really enjoyed it. Yeah, here goes the wristband.
Yeah,
And,
then you get the wristband
where's your card?
on top of your CPass card that of course says Yacht Club.
Oh, just so nice. Everything. Yes, the Yacht Club is kind of like the Haven. I'm not sure that they have butler, like private butlers and stuff like that. But the Haven, we saw private elevators. We saw special entrances for Haven. Matter of fact, they had their own gangway. Whenever we got on and off the ship, there was one gangway for Haven, and everybody else had to go to the forward.
And that's the same. That's the same for Yacht Club as well. We have our own gangway, getting on and off the ship. So we've talked with some people on board who have experienced both Haven and Yacht Club, as well as my wife has been doing a lot of research in different forums and stuff like that. And just based on the people we talked to on board, they love the Haven and they love Yacht Club, but in their experience, they feel like Yacht Club is just a little bit better, not a lot better, but just a little bit better than Haven. But that, of course, was their specific experience. In the research that we've seen online and stuff, we've not seen anybody say the opposite, that they thought that Haven was better than Yacht Club. But again, I think it can all be subjective. So, even when you're on the other side, each ship and each sailing on that ship can definitely be very different than the last. So,
And Jeremy is saying we might need to discuss this before May.
okay.
Look forward to your 3 a.m. email, Scott.
Jeremy he'll probably be up at 3 a.m. to get it. So.
No, just hey, you know what you do is you send him a quote before you go to bed. That's what you do.
let him fly over that.
This is awesome. It really is. Those towels is what's getting me that royal purple.
Yes. And everything is just so much. I mean, like I said, it's not just a little bit better, it's a lot better.
Right.
Like, it's not just, I mean, it really is. It's not just a little step up, it's a big step up. I mean, it's just very, 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 because that's the first thing I started to notice about it. I thought to myself, it's not just, how can we get you to pay more for the bare minimum more, right? It's actually like way more, right?
This means that we're actually trying to earn your dollar. And
yes.
This is what you're paying for. It's like,
and you have to understand this too. MSC is a very different animal. They're not beholden to any stockholders because they're the only privately owned cruise line in the world, right? So they're not beholden to stockholders, and the family that owns MSC really still has that genuine old world, old fashioned business idea that the customer is important, the customer is valuable, and the experience that they have on MSC means more to them than the money and the profits that the others are constantly chasing. So
absolutely. And yeah, man, that stateroom alone, I mean, it says it all. It really does.
Like I don't feel after being on, because being on Prima, right, and going to Eddie's room from time to time, right, and now I don't have to feel jealous about it because I know what it's like.
Yep, big old wide sucker.
I'm like, yeah, I have a big room now too, Eddie.
Right.
You got the Eddie Luco special.
Yep. Now you imagine this is just a standard room. Could you imagine if Eddie gets a Yacht Club deluxe suite accessible room? It's probably twice the size of this one.
Yeah, that's going to take up a corner of the
exactly
of the ship, kind of like those Rockstar quarters on Virgin. It's like you get the whole wraparound balcony and everything.
Right.
I've seen the wraparound. I've seen a wraparound balcony room on the Glory, and that sucker was huge.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what it'd be on the Meraviglia.
Right.
That sucker's got to be nice. Oh, there it is. There's the pinky. It went up. We got a pinky.
All right, I had to do it.
Yes. Absolutely. All right, Eddie.
I've been drinking like 4 or 5 of those easily.
Oh yeah, I've been downing them. So
Eddie, on this evening, do we have a port that you want to take us to?
Yes, and the port is the St. Thomas. Port of St. Thomas is an island with an unusual, rich history. Of course, that this could be said about many, if not most, Caribbean islands. However, in St. Thomas, the cultural and historical diversity is still very vivid in well-preserved landmarks. They got to the timeline. Siboney settles in the island back in 1500s before BC. Around 1493, Christopher Columbus sighted the island on his second voyage. 1680 population 156 whites, 175 blacks back then. Around 1807, the second British invasion of the Danish West Indies. 1927, U.S. citizenship was granted to the residents. 1954 Organic Act officially granted territorial status to the 3 islands. 1970, the U.S. Virgin Islands elected its first governor, a local senate, and a delegate to Congress. 1989, Hurricane Hugo struck the islands, and after that, it went and hit Puerto Rico pretty bad. 1993, referendum to be a state or remain a territory of the U.S. only had the 1.4% turnout. Results were considered void. In 1995, Hurricane Marilyn hit the islands, killing 8 people and causing over $2 billion in damage. That was so messed up stuff happening back then.
Oof.
On the Virgin Islands, on his second voyage, Columbus spotted a chain of islands, calling them Las 11,000 Vírgenes, the 11,000 virgins, in honor of Ursula, martyred by the Huns for refusing to marry a pagan prince. Many names of streets in Charlotte Amalie still reflect the Danish past, like Dronigens Gade, which translates to the Queen's Street, or Little Tarn Gate, Danish for Little Tower Street, Kongens Gate, King Street, and many other things. Also, will tell you that tourism is the primary economic activity of St. Thomas, with around 2 million visitors a year, most of which visit the island on a cruise ships. The manufacturing sector consists mainly rum distilling. The agricultural sector is small, most of its food imported from the U.S. Most energy is generated from imported oil. Electricity costs are 4 to 5 times higher than the U.S. mainland. And we complain about electricity bills here. Go live over there and see what happens. The U.S. Virgin Islands are independent custom territory from the United States, operating as a free port. Residents are not subject to U.S. federal income taxes on regional source income. And if you would like to know more about the St. Thomas area, visit the www.vi.gov. And they have approximately around 18,500 residents right now. And this was taken back in 2010. So hopefully by now we're talking about maybe 23,000 people living there in the island. So that is much appreciated. We were there sometime back in I believe was 2020, right?
Yes, sir.
When we went to the islands.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the NCL Bliss. We had the chance to leave from New York. Made a stop, I believe, in Miami, and then we hit the. No, we went straight to Puerto Rico.
Mhm.
Yeah, from New York to Puerto Rico, and then the next day, we left late that night. There was a Royal Caribbean next to us on the pier, and somebody took a dive late at night, and we could not leave the port until the body was found, which was found around 1 o'clock in the morning. So we left about 2. Next morning, we woke up in St. Thomas. Very nice port to go visit. Been there this time once, and looking forward to go again on these days.
You know,
And I've been to St. Thomas several times. It is a very nice island. However, I am really looking forward to one of our ports on my upcoming getaway cruise. Is my very first time across the way from St. Thomas at Tortola, which is the British Virgin Islands. So.
Mhm. You know what's funny? I generally don't wear a hat, but today I put on my St. Thomas hat.
St. Thomas hat.
Yeah, it's funny you picked that one.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
We were there in shoot. It was our Mardi Gras cruise last year, September, I believe. And that was really, really nice. The rain dumped on us for like 5 minutes and then disappeared. But we didn't even leave the port area, you know, like the little mall. But still in all, I could feel the love over there in St. Thomas. That was nice.
Come on.
Yeah, so we've so I think when we went there in 2018 on the Breeze, we took our kids with us. It was their first and only Carnival cruise, and we stopped there. Of course, we took an island tour. We went up and over to Megan's Bay, and then we came down to the port and took the there's a like a lift system or whatever, like kind of like what are they, gondolas or whatever, and they take you all the way up to the top, and there's a restaurant up there and a big deck and stuff like that, that you can look around up there. So we've done that. But I think the last time my wife and I were there, we just went into the downtown kind of area and just walked around and looked around. To my absolute astonishment, even though it's a U.S. territory, you can drink a beer walking down the street there. So yeah, so that was kind of cool. But otherwise, I mean, St. Thomas is an absolute beautiful island for sure. And like Key West, there's a lot of chickens running around in St. Thomas.
I may have to go out of the port area next time and see what's going on, ladies and gentlemen. Because hanging out with roosters and chickens, that's my thing. That's what I do. Because you know how much I love Popeyes. I'm just saying, I love me a 2-piece and a biscuit.
I just saw a news article tonight that said Popeyes filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh man.
See ya.
Yep.
Yep. But that's what Wingstop is for, right? Okay. Yeah, that's my close second on chicken places right there. Well, actually, no, it's Church's. Church's is my second place. KFC is absolute last on my list.
Right.
It is because sometimes they don't cook it all the way, and I had bad experience with KFC. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming into the Chicken Show. We really appreciate everybody who has come in. Yes, our co-sponsor wants to thank you so much. Everybody, oh snap! Wait a minute, Sharon Rowland just made it in and said, "Hi Eddie, I got a new dog today."
Wow!
What kind of dog did you get?
Hopefully, Rottweiler.
Well,
I know, right?
A big dog to help her.
Where does she live?
She lives in Perry, here in Georgia.
No, I know, but still with.
Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
And she
Yep.
doesn't go.
All righty, everybody. Well, a Doberman.
Doberman. All right.
Yes.
Mm.
Okay. All right. Well, Snoop Dogg has arrived in the house, and we will let him take over. In the interim, everybody take care of each other out there. We will leave you not with our regular goodbye footage. However, Scott will be the one to entertain you on the way out tonight. Everybody take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful evening. We really appreciate you coming in for this episode of Go Live Together After Dark. As always, hit the like button on your way out. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. And never, ever forget, we love you and good evening.
Bye.